All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We are very excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some fantastic schools here with us. My name is Stephanie, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, just a few very quick housekeeping items for everyone. Your camera and microphone are off, so our presenters cannot see or hear you. You can, however, though, use the Q&A feature on your screen to type questions to our presenters anytime during this session together. And this is just one of many different sessions happening today. So please be sure to check out the schedule on the website and sign up for anything else that you may be interested in. And finally, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Virginia. And I will put that in the chat box if anyone wants to save it. And I would now like to turn it over to our first presenter.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Andrew Starnes, and I am Regional Admission Counselor for Illinois Wesleyan. Let me go ahead and share my screen here real quickly. And just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in on your Sunday afternoon. I do live actually in East Tennessee, so very close by, just right across the border. And looking forward to just talking quickly about Illinois Wesleyan and some of the information that you need on figuring out like why we rank top 10 nationally for the second year in a row for job placement, and recently named the Hidden Gem University of the Midwest. So we'll kick things off about IW, 1,700 undergrads. We are an undergrad only campus as well, which makes us really awesome attraction for grad students or students interested in going to grad school because of just the amount of opportunity of research that our students get to do without grad students being on campus. Got 11-to-1 student-teacher ratio, 16 an average in the classroom. You're not going to get this. You're not going to get the large lecture style seating and presentations at our school. Definitely going to be a lot less lecture and more discussion at IW. So quality interaction with your professors. I already mentioned about the research opportunity, graduate level research opportunity at the undergrad level. Usually about a quarter of our students at any given period of time are doing that. So if you want to get involved in the research, scholastic paper involvement, attending conferences and conventions, we can make that happen for you, which again looks great going on to grad school. So IW is broken up into three main colleges. We have our main College of Liberal Arts that has the majority of our majors, our School of Nursing, which now has had 100% job placement for now at 20 years. And then our College of Fine Arts, we have incredible fine arts, including our School of Theater Arts, a national ranked musical theater program, a national renowned School of Music and School of Art with both the professional degrees and the Bachelor of Art degrees. And then everything from the liberal arts side to some of our unique majors like neuroscience, physics. There's just so many different ones to count at our school, but great STEM fields, fine arts, all rooted in the liberal arts background. Now at IW, we take a lot of pride in trying to continue to be a more diverse campus. This past year's class was the most diverse in history, and now our background has grown a lot across the board. We now have a third of students on campus of students of color. We have tons of first-gen college students, Pell students. We want to make sure that IW is a very inclusive campus for all backgrounds, whether it be helping our students out through specialized graduation or pre-orientation programs. We want to make sure, again, that we can be a fit for everyone of all backgrounds. Now, the campus life itself, I always tell everyone, very similar to a large university in the fact that we have tons of student organizations, over 120 plus active on campus. We do have Greek life with sororities and fraternities. We have our theatrical productions, fine arts productions. We have our study abroad is massive. And then even giving back in the community as well too. So all the things that you would expect from a large university, minus the tens of thousands of students, we do not sacrifice anything at our school for the resources that our students can get. For our athletics, we are D3 NCAA, so we have tons of varsity sports opportunities on campus, including esports as well, which has been growing trend over the last 3 years to get recruited for gaming. So just a lot of ways to be able to stand out. We've got now 133 academic All-Americans in our history. So we have a rich tradition of very competitive play on the field and court, but also, of course, making sure our athletes get everything done in the classroom as well. Financial aid, we take a lot of pride trying to be as affordable as option as possible. I tell everyone, don't be intimidated about the fact that we're a private school from the north. We actually could be a lot more competitive financially than some people may automatically think. 95% of our students receiving financial aid. Our merit scholarship right now does go as high as $34,000. Our averages coming in the past year were 3.8 GPA, 3.8, 26 ACT, 1210 SAT. So if you're at those ranges or higher, you're going to be in good shape for both admission and receiving one of our higher end scholarship opportunities as well. Fine arts factoring in for our talent for the fine arts majors as well for your audition process. So there's a lot of ways to make sure that we are covering as much as possible to help out on that side. And then finally, for the next steps, for any seniors that are tuning in that are still open-minded, we still have an early action period going on. We're on the common application. Our application itself is free. So we've still got our early action deadline. We'll still continue to keep our app open, even if you don't get your app in by the end of November. So there's still an opportunity to still get admitted and earn financial aid. And then definitely visiting. We have our open house coming up in the spring, our next one. We'll have admitted student days, campus visit days, Monday through Saturday. So there's a lot of ways to come up. And then my main contact information is in the top left. If you have any follow-up questions for me after this event, certainly feel free to follow up. I definitely hope to see you apply and hopefully be able to visit the campus. And again, thank you so much for tuning in on this Sunday. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Okay, hi everyone. I hope you can see the presentation okay. My name is Cora Morrison and I'm the Senior Manager for IE University in North America. I'm actually based out of our New York office. IE has more than 30 international offices worldwide, and we help to support students in their path to arriving on campus and then once they come back as alumni. So this is just IE University at a glance. In case you're not familiar with us, we're an international European university located in Madrid and Segovia, Spain. We're a medium-sized private nonprofit university, and all of our programs are taught in English. So I feel like this is one of the biggest questions I have usually from students. Everything's in English, but of course, if you don't speak Spanish, we put you into Spanish classes actually as part of your program. We're one of the most international campuses in the world because 75% of our students are international students from outside of Spain. And we have over 120 different nationalities on campus. We have over 4,000 undergraduate students right now. 55% of the student body are women and 45% are men. And our programs are very well known for being career focused and having an experiential learning approach. So, you do a lot of discussion, a lot of presentations, working in groups, and things like that. There's no general education requirements at IE University. This is something that you'll see at different European universities oftentimes. So students go directly into their majors, and all of our programs are accredited. 95% of job-seeking grads are employed within 6 months of graduation, and usually you're looking at smaller class sizes as well. The largest class size is around 60 students. Tuition as well is often more affordable than you might think for studying abroad. So tuition is usually between $25,000 to $27,000 if you're looking, depending on the type of program you're looking at. And we have over 21 different scholarships available. So I'd also like to share a little bit about our campuses. So Madrid is the capital city of Spain. If you haven't had a chance to visit yet, I highly suggest you do. Spain is amazing. I actually lived there for 6 years myself and can definitely attest to its beauty and the great life there. So our Madrid campus is an urban campus in the business district of Madrid next to the 4 skyscrapers. Madrid itself is a hub of innovation and technology as well in Europe, and we just opened our new campus this fall for students. It's broken down into several different areas such as hubs, pods, and community zones. So I won't go into all of these, but online you have also a lot of videos and more information on those different areas. These are just a few photos of inside the building. And then as I was mentioning, if you have a chance to visit Madrid, it's also an amazing place to live, to study, and it's also well communicated between different countries of Europe, and you can easily travel around Spain itself too. And then our other campus in Segovia, it's a very different approach, I would say. So it's a small historic town. It's a very important one in Spain's history. And our campus is actually from the 13th century and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So very beautiful. You have that more smaller on-campus environment where, you know, after classes, you're going out with your friends or staying around campus. And then Segovia also is super beautiful. You have the Roman aqueduct, castles, and lots of things to explore. A little bit more about what we do offer. I already mentioned that all of our programs are recognized in the beginning. So this is not a problem. This is one of the biggest questions that I also hear from students is if they will be able to come back to the US and work or study a master. And the answer is definitely yes. These are a list of all of our bachelor programs. So you'll see several different schools that we have here. I would say probably one of our most popular programs is business, because we started off as a business school originally, and there you can specialize in either entrepreneurship, technology, or finance, but we also have really amazing programs across many other fields. International relations is another very popular program, as we have designed it actually with the United Nations System Staff College. And then these are our dual degrees. So the difference here is that, you're studying for 5 years, 2 different degrees. And so at the end, you're graduating with 2 bachelors. And then for most of our programs, you can decide whether you want to start off in Segovia or if you'd like to start in Madrid. But all of our programs do end up in Madrid, and our intake is always in September. We also have different pre-college activities. So if there's any juniors who want to participate in the junior advisory board, that's a really great opportunity. And then for all of these, you're basically with students from around the world, right? So whether it's on campus for our summer program or online for our challenges and competitions, you'll have a chance to learn new skills, network, and be with students from around the globe. And a little bit more about our admissions process next. So basically, we're looking for a well-rounded profile of student, and there's 5 stages to the application process. I'm not going to go into all of these different stages, but at least you can have a little bit of an overview. We are on the Common App, and everything right now is 100% online, and we do have rolling admissions too. So students can apply throughout the year. We have some different priority deadlines, which you may hear about, but mainly it's rolling. And then there's some things that I do like to mention. We are requiring some sort of admissions test, but we are encouraging students who are not planning to take the SAT or ACT to take our IE test, because it is very different and it's more of an aptitude test. It requires no preparation and is based on what you already know and how you think and make decisions. And last, kind of wrapping up for a few more slides. Students also have the chance to really customize their journey. So even though you are focused directly in your major, you have a lot of opportunities to broaden your view in different electives, advanced seminars, international exchanges, internships, and labs. We have over 160 different partners for exchange. So most of our students go on an exchange. And then we have also tons of clubs, athletics, creativity center, and a lot of great traditions also. So I know I'm kind of wrapping up on time here, so I'm just going to quickly kind of scoot to the end of the presentation. And thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, I'll put my contact info in the chat. And thanks so much for joining.
Hi, everybody. Very nice to meet you. My name is Jessie Heinrich. I am one of the assistant directors in the Office of Admission at DePaul University. I have a couple of slides to share with you all today, just to hopefully have you all learn a little bit more about DePaul, but of course, I'll share my contact info at the end as well. So if you all do have any questions for me after today, I encourage you to not be strangers and to reach out. So DePaul is located in the city of Chicago. We actually have 2 main campuses. So when you apply to DePaul, you're not applying to one campus or the other. You're applying to the university, and then you'll spend time on one or both campuses, depending on what you're planning on studying. So one of the reasons why I love sharing the photograph that you see on the slide here is because it does a really great job of showing the differences between our two campuses. So in the background there, you see the city skyline, the heart of our business district, tourist district of the city is called the Loop. And our Loop campus is housed on the corner of Jackson and State Streets. The Loop campus is a truly urban campus setting in a lot of ways. Our Loop campus is indistinguishable from the rest of the city. DePaul spaces in the Loop are housed in about 5 skyrise buildings. So again, you really feel immersed in that city environment there. Our Lincoln Park campus is just 4 train stops north of the Loop, though. It might seem a little bit further in this photo because angles are everything, but it's really only about a 15-minute train ride. So it's very easy for students to bounce back and forth between the two campuses. And we do give all students a CTA, Chicago Transit Authority University Pass included in their cost of tuition. So students can take unlimited rides 24/7 on all of the city trains and buses. So in the foreground of this picture, you see our Lincoln Park campus, not all of it by any means. This is just a shot of the Fullerton train stop on the doorstep of that Lincoln Park campus, our soccer and softball fields. That's a residence hall you see in the background there. But our Lincoln Park campus is about 1 square mile of DePaul only space. So even though you're still in a young, fun city neighborhood, it's a little bit of a more residential area. So you get a more traditional campus feel with the green quad and lots of academic buildings, library, fitness center, student center, dining hall, several residence halls. So the programs that are housed on our Loop campus are our colleges of business, communication, and computing and digital media. So all of our business and business related programs are housed in that business district of the city. All of our colleges of liberal arts, science and health, education, and our theater and music schools are housed on our Lincoln Park campus. So every single student takes classes on the Lincoln Park campus, regardless of major, to fulfill those liberal studies general education requirements. And then from there, moving forward, students take those major specific courses on the campus where that major is housed. Kind of backing up a little bit, just some general information about the university. DePaul is over 100 years old. The university was founded back in 1898. We have about 22,000 total students, 15,000 undergraduates, which makes DePaul the largest Catholic university and 14th largest private university in the country. But you also see on the slide here that our student to faculty ratio is 15:1. So we have very small class sizes for a university of our size. You're never going to sit in a 100, 200 person lecture hall, even though we do have a fairly large student body. Average class size is going to be around 20 students. And we see students join us from all over the country and all over the world. About 60% of our students are from the state of Illinois, but the other 40% or so are from all 50 states, and over 100 different countries are represented on campus as well. You also will see at the close to the bottom of the slide here that there are over 100 majors offered at DePaul, but if you're interested in knowing some of the majors that we're best known for, some of those popular majors for incoming freshmen, you see film and television is very, very popular. Our College of Computing and Digital Media, where film and television is housed, is the fastest growing academic college at DePaul. The health sciences and psychology majors within our College of Science and Health are also very popular. We just added a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree this year to that college as well. And then accounting and finance within our College of Business are quite popular. Computer science also always a popular one too. Plenty of ways for students to get involved on campus and to just stay entertained all across the city. We do a great job of making sure all of our first year students feel comfortable navigating the city so that they are comfortable utilizing all of the resources and opportunities that come along with a large urban environment. And then lastly, I'll just share some application information, but again, I'll share my contact information in the chat as well so that you all have that. Our early action deadline is coming up here in about a week, November 15th. Students who apply by our early action deadline receive a decision no later than December 15th. And then our regular notification deadline is February 1st. Those students receive decisions no later than March 15th. We are on the common application, have no application fee, and we are test optional, truly test optional in the sense that students can still receive the largest academic scholarship that we offer with or without a test score. And we have been test optional at DePaul for almost 10 years, so that was not a COVID change for us. We will be test optional in the years to come. If you have any questions about the application process or the university in general, please do reach out. I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentations and looking forward to answering any questions at the end.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tiffany Carter, and oh, hold on. I don't think. Sorry, I can't tell if I'm in share mode. But my name is Tiffany Carter. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing and try that again. Okay.
I think it looked good, Tiffany, just so you know.
Oh, okay, it did. Okay.
Yeah, I think it looked okay.
Let's see. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so good afternoon. My name is Tiffany Carter, and I'm the Washington, D.C. regional rep for Purdue University. So Purdue is a large school, and we're located in West Lafayette, Indiana. And you can see our location by the P on the map. So we're pretty close to some great Midwestern cities, such as Indianapolis and Chicago, as well as some cities in Ohio, Nashville, Louisville, places like that. And West Lafayette is definitely a college town with a lot of great things for our students to do. So we do have live music, fall festivals, farmers markets, skating rink, movie theaters, and stuff like that. And this is Purdue by the numbers. So again, we are a large school. So we have over 37,000 undergraduate students. A majority of our students are coming from the state of Indiana, but we do have students from all 50 states and over 130 countries. And I just want to talk about how our students can customize their time on campus. So undergraduate research is a big option, very popular. We are a R1 school, and undergraduate research, we usually have about 2,000 projects each year. And these opportunities are open to all of our students, including our first year population. We also have a certificate in entrepreneurship and innovation. This is a multidisciplinary program available to all students regardless of their major, but it's definitely for students who want to put their innovative ideas into action. And then we also have a university-wide honors college, and this was really founded on the principles of interdisciplinary learning, global engagement, leadership development, and undergraduate research as well. And then we have Degree Plus and Degree in 3. Both of these originated from our College of Liberal Arts. Essentially with Degree Plus, it's a great way for our STEM students to add a second degree from the College of Liberal Arts and still finish up in the traditional 4-year time frame. And then Degree in 3 are select programs on campus that students can complete in 3 years. So that's saving them time, money, and it's giving them a competitive edge since they're able to get out into the workplace a year early. And these are some of the additional resources that we have on campus. I do want to highlight Purdue OWL. I'm sure everyone is familiar with it, especially if you've done any research papers and you had to do citations. So we do have the Purdue OWL, all the information online for the greater population, but we do have an on-campus lab as well. And then we don't only want you at Purdue, but we want to make sure that you succeed as well. So these are some of the resources that we do have on campus for students. So we have our Student Health Center, and full-time students have free access to this. And then we have our CAP services, and they offer individual and group therapy sessions. And I do want to highlight our Center for Career Opportunities. It's ranked 3rd in the country. It's a one-stop shop for students to get help with their resume, their cover letter, to help locate an internship or a co-op. And a neat feature of it is our career closet. That's a closet that we have with a lot of professional clothing and attire and accessories. So if any students forgot their suit or anything and they know they have an upcoming interview, they can borrow those items from our career closet. So Purdue has over 17 residence dorms on campus. We do not require any of our students to live on campus, but at about 95% of our freshmen choose to live on campus. And we do have 90 learning communities that students can also apply for. And we have award-winning dining. We have 5 dining courts. We have our mini marts and on the go. And we have a lot of chain restaurants on campus as well, such as Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and Panera Bread. And at Purdue, we really encourage our students to remain active on campus. So we do have over 1,000 student clubs and organizations. We have 5 cultural centers. We also have about 60 club and intramural sports, over 90 sororities and fraternities. And we have over 300 study abroad opportunities. We do visit over 50 different countries, and our study abroads students can complete those in a week or up to a year long. And then, of course, Purdue is NCAA Division I Big Ten Conference. So our home sports are really popular for our students to attend. We do have a package that students can purchase. It's about $100, and they have access to all of the home games for football and men's and women's basketball. And then to switch gears to talking about majors in the application. So Purdue has over 200 majors on campus. We are a direct admit university, meaning when students apply for admission, they're applying for a spot at one of our programs. So we do have the 200 plus programs that are broken down into 11 academic colleges and schools. And here are some applicable deadlines for us. Our application goes live August 1st. We have our early action deadline and regular decision. And here is a breakdown of what the average cost is for our different groups of students. So for our non-residents, it's just about $39,000 per year. And here is some financial aid information. I would encourage everyone to take a look at our financial aid estimator online. And here's some brief information about our scholarships. So we do offer merit-based scholarships for our freshman population. Students who apply early action are automatically considered for one of these scholarships. And then just to wrap up, here is our Explore Purdue slides. So you'll have information for our website and our social media handles. And then of course, I will put my contact information in the chat as well. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm gonna get to share my screen with you all. Okay, hopefully you all can see that. Again, as my colleagues have said, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I know there's a lot more things you could be doing on your Sunday, but we do appreciate you taking out some time and learning a little bit more about your collegiate options with us. So my name is Grant Nairn. I'm the Assistant Director of Recruitment at Mississippi State University. In my 7th year with the university, and super excited to just work with students from the state of Virginia. This is in my 3rd cycle of doing that, and just love to explore all the opportunities with you that we have here at Mississippi State. So Mississippi State is actually located in Starkville, Mississippi. It is a rural college town, but it is voted a top 25 college town. So that's something we're super excited about, with lots of disposable things at your disposal, so you can get involved and access a lot of different things in terms of student activities and make it your home away from home. To give you a brief history lesson of Mississippi State University, we are in the Southeastern Conference. We are originally founded as Mississippi A&M, so Mississippi Agricultural and Mechanical College, which means that our pillars kind of stand in the field of agriculture and engineering. Since then, we've acquired a ton of different majors that we'll cover here in just a second. But just to give you a broader view of Mississippi State and what to anticipate about us, we have about 23,000 enrolled students on our campus. So you get a large feeling of being a part of something huge, but at the same time, it's still rather small, and that we can offer you a small, intimate learning environment in the classroom setting, offering that 16:1 student faculty ratio. So we do have 4,200 acres of campus. Why would I tell you that? That makes us the largest institution in the state of Mississippi, but then also it does provide you a lot of access to research opportunities. So we are a tier 1 research institution, and so we provide you ample research opportunities starting at the undergraduate level. And this spans across all academic programs of study. As I mentioned just a little bit ago, we have over 180 different programs to study from. Just to hit on some of those and highlight that, as our College of Agriculture, we're a top 10 school in all of the United States for agriculture. And this is a broad range of majors stemming from horticulture to landscape architect and everything in between. We also are a school of architecture, art, and design. We're a top 25 school of architecture in the United States, and it's all studio based. So you actually graduate as a licensed certified architect. We also are known for our College of Business in terms of entrepreneurship research. So we actually are top number 6 worldwide for entrepreneurship research. So if you have those ideas and want to foster those, we definitely encourage you to explore our entrepreneurship center on campus. In addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, we're founded on the basis of engineering. So we have some fantastic opportunities with great co-ops and internship opportunities, with 95% placement of those students having a job before they graduate. And lastly, we have our College of Forest Resources, most popularly known for our environmental conservation program. So definitely encourage you just to explore what all that looks like for you. When you are thinking about going to school, one of my biggest encouragements, just hearing of all these different institutions, is just getting involved, making it your home away from home. So here at Mississippi State, we prioritize that as well. We have over 360 student organizations ranging from Greek life to student government to the Homes Cultural Diversity Center. So I promise you, you can find some place on campus to kind of get active and get involved and plug in, again, to kind of make the most of your time while you're on campus with us. To talk a few logistics about what you're looking at Mississippi State. So our application did open on August the 1st, and we actually practice rolling admission. So it is still up and available, and you can apply back on August 1st tomorrow, or you can even apply it later in the spring if that's an option for you as well. We also provide a timeline there for you on the bottom of your screen, so you can kind of see what to expect throughout the duration of your senior year. For admission purposes, we actually only require you to have your transcript and the application and the fee or fee waiver. We are test optional, so we do not require test scores for the purpose of admission review. One of the things I do like to talk about is just letting you know how much your value that you're paying for school. As you start exploring these options, you will note that school is an investment opportunity. And so for those of you, obviously being in Virginia, you are a non-resident student. So in total, you're looking at $35,500, and that is on a per year basis. My goal is to work and coordinate directly with you to help bring that cost down and make it as affordable as I can for you. We do that here at Mississippi State. There are a multitude of options. We have fantastic scholarship opportunities. You can see a list of those on your screen. So once you become admitted, you actually gain access to a general scholarship application that centralized all scholarship opportunities on campus and applies you for all those to help you in consideration for those. In addition to that, I know we said we are test optional for admission purposes, but we do have some fantastic merit-based awards that are you're automatically considered for once you get accepted if you do have those test scores. So starting with a 22 under ACT, if you choose to go that route, or an 1100 SAT and a 3.0 plus, you're automatically looking at $8,500 per year plus. So we definitely encourage you, if you have access to testing, to do that, because you never know where the chips might fall. One of the other ones I always like to point out is the veterans waiver that we offer. So we actually, if you're the dependent of a veteran or an active service member, we actually will waive your full out-of-state tuition. So that's something we definitely want to note as you kind of think about your options there. We are open for visits. So we do encourage you, as you start exploring all of your options, to come visit Mississippi State if it's an option. We have on-campus visits. We have virtual visits, which is fantastic for you all. And we also host a wide range of events as far as preview day and academic insights. So just let me know, and I'm more than happy to help coordinate with you. And lastly, as I said, I'll be working directly with you throughout this process. So I want to make sure you have my contact information. And there's also a QR code right there underneath our mascot of Bully, so that you can fill out that information to receive more information from us. So now I'm going to hand it over to my friend Debbie at the University of Mississippi.
Thank you so much, Grant. Hotty toddy, by the way. Hello, y'all. My name is Debbie McCain-Wesley, and I'm a regional admissions rep for the University of Mississippi, affectionately and lovingly known as Ole Miss. We're nestled in the northern part of the state of Mississippi in a fabulous college town called Oxford. If you've ever heard of Memphis, Tennessee, We are a little bit over an hour outside of Memphis. As you can see here, we have a little over 22,000 total students, but for our undergraduate students, it's around 17,000. They come from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and over 90 countries. We have a 17-to-1 student-faculty ratio, and our average class sizes tends to range around 34 students in a class. Students at the University of Mississippi can pursue a variety of majors. They're kind of situated with over 120 majors that are offered, situated in various schools and colleges. So we have our School of Accountancy, a School of Applied Sciences, Business, Education, Engineering, even General Studies. Should you not know right now what it is that you're interested in pursuing. The College of Liberal Arts is our largest academic division, offering like over 40 majors for you to choose. And of course, the School of Journalism and a nationally ranked School of Pharmacy. In addition to that, we offer students opportunities to challenge themselves a bit more with our special programs that you'll see listed here. So if you're interested in a more intentional, directed approach in challenging yourself academically, perhaps you'll be interested in some of these special programs like our Honors College, Croft Institute for International Studies. And I should mention that we send students to every continent every year for either or a semester or an entire year, depending on the program. We also boast 2 language flagship programs in Chinese and Arabic. When our students are in class, they are actively engaged in the life of the community. We have over 400 clubs and organizations, as well as an active Greek life system. So about 40% of our students participates in Greek life at the university. We are a residential campus in that we do require our first year freshman students to live with us for 1 year. And we're going to give you some great options, whether you'd like to choose traditional housing and or contemporary housing. Hopefully you'll be able to come and visit us in person. And if not, certainly you can do so virtually. And we have things situated where you'll be able to take a tour to see those spaces, to kind of figure out where you'd like to call home for the next 4 years of your college experience. And certainly there are a number of campus resources that are available to our students. We boast 2 campus rec centers. We have a health center on campus, a career services center, some of the best dining that you'll find on our campus, and certainly in the city of Oxford. And I should also mention, really, in the state of Mississippi. It's some really good food. That's how we express our love through our cooking. The town of Oxford, where we're located, ESPN named it America's #1 college town. It has around 20,000 residents. So when all of our students are on campus, they pretty much double its size. It is a place where a number of James Beard award-winning chefs, your down home, cooking with love restaurants. We have a Southern saying, it's like a meat and 3, your main protein with 3 vegetables, usually with some type of starch or bread or cornbread muffin and sweet tea. If you don't like it sweet, you need to let us know. We also attract a number of artists, musicians, authors, writers to our campus as well. Over 80% of our students receive some type of financial assistance to attend the University of Mississippi. We meet need-based aid and or offer need-based aid, academic merit aid, and we have a robust special programs and scholarship application. A number of out-of-state students usually who test, and I should make mention that we are test optional for admissions purposes, but when it comes to those academic merit, we still require those test scores. But with the 25 ACT, 1200 SAT with a 3.0 GPA, automatic scholarship money. We're on rolling admission. We have our institutional app as well as the common app. So quick, easy ways for you to apply, submit your transcript, and share your information about your senior program, and we will review and take it from there. Of course, we invite you to come and visit us. We are welcoming visitors daily. We're welcoming guests Monday through Friday with some Saturday events. We are super excited that College Game Day is going to be coming to our campus on Saturday when the Texas Aggies come to Oxford, and we host them at Vaught Hemingway Stadium. But should you be able to carve out some time to come and visit us in person, we would love it. And if you're unable to do so, please consider reaching out to me. I'd be happy to set up a Zoom meeting with you one-on-one so that I can answer any and all questions that you may have. You'll see my contact information there. I certainly look forward to learning more about you, about your interest, and certainly sharing more about the University of Mississippi with you. Hotty toddy, and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
All right, fantastic. We have, let's see, about 6 minutes, I believe, little less, during our session that is left. So I'm gonna ask all of our counselors to come back on camera. We're gonna do one round of Q&A to wrap up our time together. And for our presenters, we'll just answer in the same order that everyone presented in. So that there's no confusion. So our final question that we will wrap up together with is, what is one piece of advice you would offer to someone going through the college search process?
For me, I would definitely suggest getting to know your admission counselor, especially if you are applying and trying to attend a smaller school. A lot of us are really going to get to know you on a personal level, so that way we can truly help make the process a lot easier for you. We know there's a lot going on senior year, so anything we could do to help take some burden off of just the unknown, anxieties, whatever it may be, we certainly want to be able to do that and help get you where you need to go for deadlines, financial aid, next steps, and all that good stuff. So definitely all of us, I know, are going to be looking forward to helping you all out through the next steps.
Can definitely echo that. One more piece of advice that I might also give is, this is a really exciting time. You're going to be researching a lot of different universities, and you're going to be hearing a lot of different opinions. Just try to also stay organized to try to find a university that's kind of is the right fit for you. I know that you're going to hear that a lot, but you're going to be hearing a lot of opinions probably from many different people about what university you should attend. But at the end, it's really, where you think that you'll see yourself thrive. And just to kind of keep that in mind and really make the choice that is going to be the best for you and what you want to do.
Yeah, I would echo both of those answers. It's really important to ask a lot of questions throughout the process. I always joke that students will sometimes apologize for asking me a lot of questions, and my response to them is always that it's literally my job to answer y'all's questions, so don't apologize. And to echo what Cora said, really to ask the questions that help you determine what school is really right for you, and to make that decision a personal one, because it is, and you're going to be the one who's living that experience for 4 years or a little less or a little more. So to make the right choice that feels right for you.
So my suggestion is to get organized. So you're going to be receiving a lot of brochures, a lot of great information from prospective colleges and universities. So I would just encourage you to, whenever you get a brochure, maybe if you have the time to just immediately read through it and kind of create a pile for yourself. So of the yeses, the maybes, and the nos. And then from there, you'll be able to tailor your list possibly down to schools that really focus on your priorities and what your goals are.
All of this has been very sound advice. So I'm just going to reiterate what everyone else has said. Just kind of, know what your North Star is, know what you're looking for, and find the school that's going to fit you. I like to say it's the trifecta. It needs to fit you academically, it needs to fit you financially, and it needs to fit you culturally. So just find a school that can do that and back you up to ensure success for you.
Everything that everybody else just said. That would be my advice to you all. But as my colleagues have stated, and oh so well, just as much as you can, though, try to enjoy this process. We all know that it can be overwhelming. It shouldn't be, but there are times when it is going to be. And so we're here to assist you. You have individuals in your schools, hopefully maybe parents and or guardians, people in your community that can also assist you as well. But as much as you can, kind of stay on top of things so you don't feel like it's on top of you. That's going to help you so much through this process. And just breathe and know it's all going to work out and you're going to land where you need to land.
Perfect. Every single one of those responses, absolutely perfect. I have one more I cannot talk today, slide to share with everyone to wrap up our time together. So let me get that up. And I just wanted to one more time officially thank everyone for joining us today, presenters, students, families, absolutely everyone. You did a fantastic job. Students, when you close this window, there will be a link to a very, very quick, I promise, 5-question survey. Any feedback that you're willing to provide for us, we would absolutely appreciate. There are, I believe, 2 more hours of sessions happening today, so feel free to check out that website and sign up for anything else that you might be interested in. And you will be able to find this session's recording as well as all other session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. And I did put that link in the chat box if you want to save it. So one more time from me, from all of our presenters, we thank you so much for attending and we wish you the absolute best of luck in your college search process. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.